And this is something I'm really passionate about. So when I get on to talking about keeping tracks open and keeping the bush open, you're in trouble. Sorry, but I can't help it. I've just made a decision about a month ago not to go DVDing this year. Last year it took me away so much that I didn't get anything done on Unlock. And this year there's an election coming up. I've learned an awful lot, so have a lot of the people who are helping me. A lot of them know a hell of a lot more than me, which is not that hard really, but we now know how we can push a few buttons. We've got one really good friend and one close associate in the Senate, Senator David Reinhelm from the Liberal Democrats. He's a big believer in Aussies having the freedom to use their own bush. Sensible, moderation, careful, all those things, but freedom. Because it's our bush, it's not theirs. It doesn't belong to the universities or little research groups or, Joe Ranger and his brother. It doesn't belong to them, it belongs to all of us. Yes, we should seriously penalise people who muck it up, but it's our problem, it's our country. And it's also, increasingly, our freedom and the freedom of all the kids here. That's what got me started on this. I used to think, I had this wonderful time travelling the bush, 20, 30, 40 years ago. And then every time I went travelling, we've still got heaps of bush, but it would shrink. And there'd be less places you could go, especially close to town. Now, I understand the problems of volume, more people, all the rest of it. But I can also see better solutions than gates. And so can a lot of other people. And we've kind of reached a critical mass period where tiny little groups of greens, extreme greens, I'm a greenie, I like to hug trees, I just like to camp under it too. It's a bit different. Tiny little groups got way too much political power, and so the rest of us have to do as they're told, as we're told by them. That's not right. This is an election year. We'll push some buttons, hopefully we can change things a little bit. It's a very slow process. I thought it would happen with protests. I'm a bit naive. I thought if you got enough people together, being a democracy, things would change. What a load of crap that turned out to be. What you've got to do is get the politicians by their back pockets. And then they'll listen to you. And then things might change. Because one of the really, really, really sad things about our democratic system is that it doesn't always reflect what people like us want. Because at the end of the day, we're fairly apathetic. We don't really want to hang around and hold cards out and wave them in people's faces. Apologies to anyone who did that this morning, especially if I kicked them when I went past on the motorbike. It was an accident. We don't always get involved in the process. A lot of us don't even show up to vote. How do I know that? Because they made it compulsory. Where else would you have to do that in the world, So we're not really interested in it. The people who are interested in it get all the say. And guess what? They're not the ones out camping. They're not the ones paying taxes, working hard all week, and then going camping. That's us, normal, ordinary sort of people.